Oh, can't get rid of me today. Well, as I said, I've just checked. I've just been on Google, and I thought I'd just check in on the the Brexit marches today. You know, the marches in London, massive crowds going down there because we don't want to be in the EU anymore. Okay, pro Brexit. Let's just Google it. Oh, oh. What does it say? About 100,000 people fill the streets in central London for anti, not pro, apparently, anti-Brexit march. Okay, right. Let's see what else they say. That was a video actually. Let me see. When we all know, right, it says, you ready? Tens of thousands of people. They said 100, about 100,000 people. Tens of thousands attended the demonstration marking the second anniversary of the EU referendum. Some some marched in the hope of stopping Brexit. Some, they're saying there was a little minority that had a little march and they were doing it for, that was probably Antifa because it was the other way around, trying to, stopping Brexit. Some just wanted to have a second referendum, which obviously we shouldn't have to have a second one. Um, but the young, old, Labour and Tory, they were all united in the pro-European passion. Anti-Brexit protests estimated 100,000 people. Well, we all know what the people were marching for today, and that was for to be out of it, not staying in it. Just let me see. Yeah. Anti-Brexit protest estimated 100,000 marching. We all know today when you look on YouTube and it's there live stream so you can actually see people talking about getting out of the EU. So you see what I mean about when I say mainstream media lie? That's what they put up today. I said just before when I was talking about Brexit that mainstream media lie, and that's probably what they would put in on their news, and that's what they have done. See, thousands take to the streets in London on anti-Brexit march. Well, that's not true. Boris Johnson, well, we all know he's not good. Theresa May. Thousands of pro-EU marchers have begun a walk. But they were making out there was a small minority that wanted out, but that was just a small one. But the majority, the massive majority of 100,000 were against it, when we all know that was the other way around. And you can go and Google this. It's just absolutely ridiculous. It's like my dad just said, "Oh, have you read it?" I said, "No, I'll go over and read it." How they get away with it? Because the people that don't know, like a lot of us do know, but the people that are still watching mainstream media, and there's a lot of them, will believe that. So I'd make sure that you tell your friends, you point them in the right direction, you point them to videos, you point them to the live streams that are going on YouTube, and then just say, watch this video, and then look at what they've put up on, on Google, on the news. Watch this video and then watch the telly. I don't mean my video, I mean the live streams that have gone up in London today where people are talking and they're all in the march and they're talking about why they're on the march. Hundreds of thousands of people weren't there because they want to stay in, they want out. It was plain to see in the videos and people were talking on the videos. So, do you know what I mean? How do they get away with it? Obviously, because the people asleep watching TV believe that. So you need to get this out to your friends. You need to start sharing videos and talking to people. You don't have to do it in a nasty way. Just say, watch these videos and then watch the news. Look at what these people are saying, real people in the street, and then watch what they go and put on the news. And they'll probably print out in the papers tomorrow saying, oh, they'll have a big picture of loads of people marching, hundreds of thousands marching to stay in Brexit. When we all know, to stay in the EU when we all want out. It's just bonkers. But I did say that's what they'd do. 100,000 people marching for the complete opposite of what they were marching for. Can you see how they lied? If you don't believe it, go and watch the live streams on Red Pill Phil Factory, War Kettle. There'll be others dotted about. Go and watch them. And then go and read what the news have put out. And see how they play the silly games of taking truth, twisting it and manipulating it into their narrative and sticking it all over the news, because you know there's a big majority of people that sit there and believe everything that's plastered all over the TV in the corner. Even if you're from America or someone else, go and watch the live streams from the Brexit marches today. Make sure they're proper, the channels that I've told you to go on. See what they're marching for, see what they're saying, see what the speakers said, then go and like Google BBC News Brexit marches today and see what they say. And then you'll be like, eh? Let me see, I don't, well, that was The Guardian. Let me see. Oh yeah, The Guardian. It's all of them. It's not just one. It's all of them. But it just makes me laugh how the police on foot in riot vans in the back streets and in helicopters were on standby in case a clash between the People's Vote March and pro-Brexit March starting less than 2 miles away at Victoria Station, which was due to end a few hundred metres away. Blah, blah, blah. They were trying to make out there was a smaller group that want out and the bigger group that wanted to stay in, when obviously it was the opposite way around. But I just suggest you go and watch the live stream, the videos that were live streaming at the time of the marches, what people were saying, the speeches after the march, and then go and look at the news. That's all I can say. Start telling your friends. It's very important. You've got to start red pilling. If you're not awake, then you need to start watching these videos. You've got to start red pilling your friends. Just say, you know, don't you think this is funny? You don't have to do it in a nasty way. Like, look at this video. This is what people were saying out of their mouths, all these people that were marching. And then look what the news have put on. Don't you think that's a bit odd? You know, a bit like the Trump hating thing and all that. Russia, Russia, Russia. You know, think about it.